Have you ever walked into a room and suddenly everything feels quieter? Eyes turn to you and people adjust their tone or even their posture? Could it be that you're more intimidating than you think? If this sounds familiar, stay tuned. Today we're talking about 10 signs that a Sigma female is way more intimidating than she realizes. And trust me, this isn't about being scary. It's about your incredible presence, strength, and independence. Let's dive in. People assume you're always in control. Have you ever noticed that people around you rarely ask if you need help? Instead, they assume you've got everything under control, even in the toughest situations. This is because you exude a calm and composed energy that tells the world, "I've got this." You may not realize it, but this calmness is rare. Many people panic or overreact under pressure, but not you. Even when things don't go as planned, you keep your cool. You think things through and make smart decisions, which makes others see you as a natural leader, even if you're not trying to lead. This can intimidate people without you even knowing it. They might feel unsure of their own abilities when they compare themselves to you. Your strength and poise can make others nervous, but it's not because you're trying to make them feel that way. It's just who you are. Sometimes this assumption of control can be frustrating. People might forget to check in on you or ask if you're okay because they think you don't need support. But here's the truth. While you're great at handling things on your own, it's okay to let others know you could use a hand sometimes. Your ability to stay in control is a gift. It shows that you trust yourself and your decisions. But remember, being strong doesn't mean you have to do it all alone. It's okay to lean on others when you need to, and it doesn't make you any less of a Sigma female. So, next time someone assumes you've got it all figured out, take it as a compliment. It's a sign of how much respect and admiration your strength inspires in those around you. People assume you're always in control. Have you ever noticed that people around you rarely ask if you need help? Instead, they assume you've got everything under control, even in the toughest situations. This is because you exude a calm and composed energy that tells the world, "I've got this." You may not realize it, but this calmness is rare. Many people panic or overreact under pressure, but not you. Even when things don't go as planned, you keep your cool. You think things through and make smart decisions, which makes others see you as a natural leader, even if you're not trying to lead. This can intimidate people without you even knowing it. They might feel unsure of their own abilities when they compare themselves to you. Your strength and poise can make others nervous, but it's not because you're trying to make them feel that way. It's just who you are. Sometimes this assumption of control can be frustrating. People might forget to check in on you or ask if you're okay because they think you don't need support. But here's the truth. While you're great at handling things on your own, it's okay to let others know you could use a hand sometimes. Your ability to stay in control is a gift. It shows that you trust yourself and your decisions. But remember, being strong doesn't mean you have to do it all alone. It's okay to lean on others when you need to, and it doesn't make you any less of a Sigma female. So, next time someone assumes you've got it all figured out, take it as a compliment. It's a sign of how much respect and admiration your strength inspires in those around you. You value independence. As a Sigma female, independence isn't just something you value, it's a way of life. You've always been someone who prefers to rely on yourself, whether it's for decision-making, problem-solving, or simply navigating life's challenges. This independence sets you apart and at times can make others feel a little intimidated. You don't need constant validation or reassurance from others. You trust your instincts, and you know how to carve your own path, even if it's different from what others are doing. While many people find comfort in following the crowd, you're perfectly content walking alone if it means staying true to yourself. This self-sufficiency often leaves people in awe. They admire your ability to thrive on your own, but it can also make them question their own dependency on others. They might wonder, how does she do it? Or even feel a little uneasy about their own reliance on external support. Your independence doesn't mean you don't value relationships. It's quite the opposite. You cherish meaningful connections, but you don't rely on others to complete you. You know how to balance being there for others while still prioritizing your own needs. At times, people might misinterpret your independence as being distant or unapproachable, but that's not the case. you simply have a strong sense of self and don't need to lean on others to feel whole. This confidence can be empowering for those who understand it and intimidating for those who don't. Embracing your independence is one of your greatest strengths. It allows you to face life with courage and authenticity. While others may find it hard to keep up, your ability to stand strong on your own inspires them to find their own inner strength. That's the essence of a Sigma female. You speak with purpose. As a Sigma female, you're not one to fill the air with empty words. When you speak, it's with intention, clarity, and purpose. You don't waste your energy on small talk or gossip. Instead, you focus on conversations that are meaningful, honest, and impactful. This sets you apart and often leaves a lasting impression on those who hear you. Your words carry weight because they're well thought out and authentic. When you share your thoughts or opinions, people listen. They can sense that you've put care and consideration into what you're saying. This can make some people feel like they need to step up when talking to you, which in turn might make them feel a bit intimidated. But your purposeful communication isn't about being intimidating. It's about valuing the power of words and ensuring they reflect your inner truth. You don't feel the need to dominate conversations or seek attention through what you say. Instead, you let your words naturally command respect. Some may find your quiet nature puzzling, especially in a world where constant chatter is often mistaken for confidence. But you understand the value of listening and observing before speaking. This makes your input even more impactful because it's clear that when you do speak, it's worth hearing. At times, people may misinterpret your intentional speech as being overly serious or unapproachable. The reality is, you simply prefer depth over surface-level interactions. Your focus on meaningful communication helps you connect with others on a more profound level, which is what truly matters to you. This ability to speak with purpose is part of what makes you a Sigma female. It's not about saying more, it's about saying what matters. And when you do, your words leave an undeniable mark. You're a deep thinker. As a Sigma female, your mind is always at work, diving beneath the surface of situations, relationships, and ideas. You don't settle for shallow explanations or quick judgments. You want to understand the why and the how behind everything. This depth of thought is one of your most powerful traits, but it can also make you seem intimidating to others. While many people are content with looking at the surface, you instinctively dig deeper. Whether it's analyzing a situation, solving a problem, or understanding someone's behavior, you approach life with a sense of curiosity and purpose. Your ability to see the bigger picture and uncover hidden layers often leaves others in awe. They might even feel overwhelmed by your insight because they're not used to thinking on such a profound level. Your deep thinking also means you're not easily swayed by trends, shallow opinions, or superficial conversations. You value substance and truth, and you seek out people and experiences that align with your inner values. This can make some people uncomfortable because they might not feel prepared to match your level of thought or engage in meaningful discussions. At the same time, your introspective nature can make you seem mysterious. You're the kind of person who would rather reflect quietly than speak just for the sake of filling the silence. To some, this makes you hard to read, which adds to the perception of intimidation. But your depth is what makes you truly remarkable. It allows you to connect with the world in a meaningful way and understand things others might miss. While not everyone will appreciate or understand your thoughtfulness, those who do will value it deeply. Your deep thinking is a testament to your authenticity and strength, which are hallmarks of a Sigma female. Your presence commands attention. As a Sigma female, you have a magnetic presence that speaks louder than words. Without even trying, you draw attention when you walk into a room. It's not because you're flashy or loud. It's because you exude a quiet confidence that's impossible to ignore. This natural aura of strength and composure sets you apart, and it can be intimidating to others who aren't sure how to match your energy. Your ability to command attention comes from within. It's the way you carry yourself, calm, self-assured, and completely in control. People notice your posture, your calm demeanor, and the way you seem so comfortable in your own skin. They're drawn to you because you have an air of mystery and self-respect that leaves them curious and, at times, a little unsure of themselves. Interestingly, you don't demand attention. It just comes to you. While others may try to stand out through loud behavior or excessive talking, you do the opposite. Your reserved nature and thoughtful actions make people notice you even more. This paradox can be hard for some to understand, which is part of why they find you so fascinating and intimidating. Your presence has a grounding effect on the people around you. In a chaotic world, you bring a sense of stability and calm that others often crave. However, this same energy can make those who feel insecure question their own footing. It's not your intention to make anyone uncomfortable. It's simply the natural impact of your strong, self-assured vibe. Remember, your ability to command attention isn't about being loud or overbearing. It's about being unapologetically yourself. This is your quiet power, and it's one of the many reasons why being a Sigma female makes you unforgettable. You don't follow the crowd. As a Sigma female, you thrive on individuality. You're not the type to follow trends, conform to expectations, or go along with what everyone else is doing just to fit in. Instead, you confidently walk your own path, even if it means standing alone. This fearless independence sets you apart and, at times, can be intimidating to those who feel safer blending in with the crowd. Your ability to make decisions based on your own values and beliefs is inspiring. While many people seek validation by following popular opinions or doing what's expected, you don't feel the need to. You're not afraid to say no when something doesn't align with who you are, and you trust yourself enough to take the road less traveled. This non-conformity often leaves people in awe and a little uncomfortable. They might not understand how you're able to stay true to yourself, especially when society puts so much pressure on fitting in. Your independence challenges them to question their own choices, and that can feel unsettling for those who haven't embraced their own individuality. What's more, your ability to stand apart doesn't come from a place of rebellion. It comes from authenticity. You don't avoid the crowd just to be different. You do it because you know what's right for you. Whether it's in your personal style, career choices, or relationships, you prioritize what resonates with your true self over what's popular or expected. This mindset might make you seem unapproachable to some, but those who understand you see it as a sign of strength. By refusing to follow the crowd, you set an example of what it means to live authentically. Your courage to be yourself is not only empowering, it's a reminder to others that they can do the same. You hold your boundaries. Firmly as a Sigma female, you understand the importance of setting boundaries and sticking to them. You've learned that respecting yourself means making it clear to others what is and isn't acceptable in your life. This strong sense of self-respect can be intimidating to people who aren't used to someone so unapologetic about protecting their energy. You're not afraid to say no when something doesn't serve you or align with your values. Whether it's in relationships, at work, or in social situations, you make it clear that you won't tolerate being taken advantage of. This can catch some people off guard, especially those who are used to pushing others' limits. They quickly realize that you're not someone they can manipulate or pressure. Your boundaries don't just protect you, they also teach others how to treat you. By standing firm, you send a powerful message. You value yourself and expect the same from those around you. For people who struggle with their own boundaries, this can be both inspiring and intimidating. Your strength forces them to reflect on their own behavior and perhaps even confront areas where they've let others overstep. At the same time, your boundaries aren't about shutting people out. They're about creating healthy, respectful connections. You're open to meaningful relationships, but only if they're built on mutual respect and understanding. Some may view your firmness as being too serious or uncompromising, but the truth is, you simply know your worth. You've worked hard to cultivate a life that aligns with your values, and you're not willing to let anyone disrupt that. By holding your boundaries firmly, you set a powerful example. You show others that protecting your peace and respecting yourself isn't just important, it's essential. That's what makes you truly unforgettable. You are unapologetically authentic. As a Sigma female, you have no interest in pretending to be someone you're not. You show up as your true self, flaws and all. and you do it unapologetically. While this authenticity inspires admiration from many, it can also intimidate those who aren't comfortable being genuine themselves. In a world where people often wear masks to fit in, you stand out by simply being you. You don't feel the need to adjust your personality, opinions, or values to gain approval. You know that real connections come from honesty, not from pretending to be someone you're not. This level of self-awareness is rare, and it leaves a lasting impression on everyone you meet. Your authenticity also means you're not afraid to speak your mind. Whether it's sharing your beliefs, standing up for what's right, or expressing your feelings, you communicate with honesty and integrity. This can be intimidating for people who aren't used to such straightforwardness. They might find your confidence overwhelming because it forces them to confront their own insecurities or lack of authenticity. But being authentic doesn't mean you're harsh or inconsiderate. You have a way of being honest while still being kind and respectful. People might not always agree with you, but they can't deny the sincerity behind your words and actions. Your authenticity is one of your greatest strengths. It allows you to build meaningful relationships based on trust and mutual respect. It also serves as a reminder to those around you that they too can embrace who they truly are. By being unapologetically yourself, you inspire others to do the same. And while your authenticity may intimidate some, it's a powerful gift that makes you a true force to be reckoned with. You have a quiet strength that people respect. One of the most intimidating qualities of a Sigma female is the quiet strength you carry with you. You don't need to shout, boast, or constantly prove yourself to be seen and respected. Your power lies in your calm demeanor, your ability to handle situations with grace, and the unwavering belief in yourself that you radiate. This silent strength speaks volumes, and it's something people can't help but notice. Unlike others who feel the need to draw attention to their achievements, you let your actions do the talking. You face challenges head-on without panicking, and you remain composed when others might lose their cool. This ability to stay grounded in difficult situations is a trait that others admire deeply, but it can also make them feel like they're not quite on your level. They may wonder how you manage to maintain such inner peace and strength, and that question can leave them feeling intimidated. Your quiet strength also gives you the power to remain independent, make decisions without seeking validation, and walk through life with a deep sense of self-assurance. This confidence isn't loud or flashy, it's subtle yet undeniable. You don't need anyone's approval to know your worth, and that's incredibly empowering. While others might feel the need to prove themselves constantly, you don't. Your strength comes from within, and that makes you an even more formidable presence. People respect you because they can sense that you don't just talk the talk, you walk the walk. Your quiet strength doesn't make you intimidating in a negative way. It makes you someone people look up to. It's a reminder that true power doesn't need to be loud. Sometimes it's the silent, steady presence that leaves the most lasting impact. So, there you have it. 10 signs that you, as a Sigma female, might be more intimidating than you realize. But remember, being intimidating isn't a bad thing. It's a reflection of your strength, independence, and authenticity. If you found yourself nodding along, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more empowering content. Let me know in the comments which of these signs you resonate with the most.